A book that I personally look back on from time to time, probably once a month or so, is the Bhagavad Gita. And in today's episode, I'm going to speak about the ancient wisdom that it gives surrounding work and desire and this idea of success and our underlying motivation behind it all. Don't mind my dog in the background. So this is an excerpt from the book. And I have a translated version, but it pretty much sums it all up. And it goes like this. You have the right to work, but for the work's sake only. You have no right to the fruits of your work. Desire for the fruits of work must never be your motive in working. Never give way to laziness either. Perform every action with your heart fixed on the Supreme Lord. Renounce attachment to the fruits. Be even-tempered in success and failures, for it is this evenness of the temper which is meant by the word yoga. I'll go over that later. Work done with anxiety about results is far inferior to work done without anxiety. In the calm of self-surrender, seek refuge in the knowledge of the Brahman. They who work selfishly for results are miserable. So basically what I get from this is when you are working towards something, you have to kind of have this selfless detachment towards whatever goals they are and just do it for the sake of doing it, but also, in my opinion, do it for a sense of fulfillment that you get from the work, not from the expected goal per se or the achievement per se. Like, don't work because I want $1 million. Work because you just like working. You just like doing what you do for work. And when it says be even tempered in success and failures, for this is the evenness of temper which is meant by yoga, this doesn't mean go do yoga. That's completely different. In the Bhagavad Gita, yoga is a word that means pure actions. Whatever you do with pure intentions. It's this control of the mind and the senses and balance to link oneself to supreme devotion. That's the meaning of yoga in the Bhagavad Gita. Now, what does it mean when I say seek refuge in the knowledge of Brahman? So Brahman in the Bhagavad Gita basically represents this concept of God. It's not necessarily a God, like whatever God you believe in, like this higher power, this being. It's a concept that represents absolute reality and truth and the source of this cosmic energy and consciousness. And it's basically the reality in which all creation resonates with. Think of it like, if you want to get scientific, think of it like quantum physics. You can't physically see it, but you can feel these energies. That's how I see this Brahman concept as. Now, when the final saying is said, they who work selfishly for results are miserable. This basically means when you're constantly chasing this result or constantly chasing a goal, and that's all you're doing, there's always going to be a new goal. There's always going to be something more to chase, and you're going to be forever chasing. The way I see it is letting go of this detachment of the goal and be okay with having goals, but strive for the work as a goal. For example, instead of I want to be a millionaire, do something that maybe can make $1 million, but make the goal be the work that can get you to $1 million. For example, something that I know is like real estate. If you want to become a millionaire in real estate, start by investing in one house and just keep doing that. Focus on the next step, the one house, the next house, and then eventually you get lost in the work and you don't have this attachment towards the $1 million. You have the attachment towards just investing in real estate or starting a business or whatever. Let go of the end result and focus more on the work that's basically required for anything that you want to accomplish. Focus on that and start letting go of these goals, the end result, and focus more on the work that it takes. And hopefully the work that you're doing fulfills you as well, because if you don't, or if you're not fulfilled by the work and you don't have this desire for the fruits of your work, like the Bhagavad Gita says, you will always be motivated to continue and stay consistent. So that's pretty much it. I could go way deeper and talk about this forever, but yeah, I just wanted to explain this excerpt because I go back to it like once a month at least, and just it made a profound impact when I first read it, and it's alleviated a lot of the stress that I put on myself and the pressures that I put on myself to succeed and achieve my version of success. But ultimately, I love doing this. I could do it consistently, and I'm fulfilled by the work, regardless of reaching 1 million followers or subscribers. It's something that I find meaningful. And if you could find something like that too and do it consistently, then you'll eventually reach your goals. So with that, I hope you guys got something out of this episode, and subscribe wherever you are. Give us a like, give us a comment, review, and support the show. Check out the sponsors in the show notes. And as always, stay curious. Never give up. Keep going. Peace.